Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at some of the early theorists and modern policing for History and Theory of Public Administration, MPA 510 for California Baptist University. My name's Jonathan Gernon and I'd like to welcome you. Today we're going to be looking at scientific management, a theory produced by Frederick Winslow Taylor. Reciprocal relationships, a theory proposed by Mary Parker Follett. And we're going to be taking a look at bureaucracy as proposed by Max Weber. This is an assembly line for the John Deere Tractor Company. Everyone's working as efficiently as possible, doing one small task in order to complete a larger task and be as efficient as possible in the creation of tractors. Unfortunately, in the world of policing, we don't have assembly lines available to us. We have to go out and handle each call as they come. The only mark of efficiency is how many calls you're able to handle in a day. In the world of policing, this is the only time we assemble in a line. This would be the logical conclusion of scientific management as proposed by Taylor, RoboCop. But who really wants RoboCop showing up at a call for them? In a world where we need empathy, we need sympathy, and we need compassion, nobody wants a police officer who's out there simply just to be as efficient as possible. On the other hand, there can't be too much in the way of empathy and kindness, and we do deal with dangerous people and dangerous situations, so a balance must be struck between being the most efficient as possible and being as friendly as possible. Reciprocal relationships are a rather new train of thought within the world of policing. It is no longer necessary for the chain of command to be followed in such a way that orders are absolute. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to gather a video of my own briefing, but I can tell you that in this movie Zootopia, it pretty much represents a typical police briefing. Chief Bogo does represent the older way of thought, where young people, rookies, first dayers don't matter because they don't know anything, and Officer Hops is representing a new breed where they're trying to work together with the supervisors in order to solve things.
Everybody sit. I've got 3 items on the docket. First, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine. Happy birthday. Number 2, there are some new recruits with us I should introduce, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Finally, we have 14 missing mammal cases, all predators from a giant polar bear to a teensy little otter. And City Hall is right up my tail to find them. This is priority number 1. Assignments? Officers Grizzoli, Fangmai, Delgato, your teams take missing mammals from the Rainforest District. Officers Muckhorn, Rydovitz, Wolford, your teams take Sahara Square. Officers Higgins, Snarlow, Trunkerby, Tundra Town. And finally, our first bunny, Officer Hops. Parking duty.
Despite wanting to help with the missing mammal cases, poor Officer Hops is resigned to write citations as a meter maid. This is the standard for policing in the classic train of thought. As you can see here, this is a photo from a normal policing agency where the sergeants are up front giving information and the officers are focused on the sergeants and lieutenants gathering all the information that they may need for their shift. While each of these minds in the room may have something to contribute and may make the world of policing in their agency better, they are resigned to follow the chain of command and not speak. Despite this previous chain of thought, a new breed of supervisor is coming out, and these supervisors are coming out to the field, working with the officers and the deputies to come up with solutions using teamwork, and not only that, valuing the employee, talking to them about their personal life, and actually establishing a bond. Now, Weber's bureaucracy. I'm sorry I put that in because when I was reading through the sections, it reminded me of the Galactic Empire. But Weber's readings hold true for the most part for police agencies and officers. The only thing that is beginning to change is the idea of impersonal relationships. When you have an impersonal relationship between a supervisor and an officer, it creates animosity. You always feel that you're going to be in trouble anytime the sergeant wants to talk to you because that's probably the only time the sergeant's going to talk to you. When those walls are broken down and changed into a more personal relationship, then you feel more at ease voicing your opinion, creating change, and doing a better job of fostering reciprocal relationships. Thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate it. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave them in the discussion board and I'll be happy to answer. And have a blessed day.